This is Suzanne Wagner, and I'm doing my Numerology and Astrology for the 13th of October, 2022. If you add all those numbers together, you get the number 11. The number 11 is a number of transcendence, consciousness, expansion, metaphysics, spirituality. It's part of the Aquarian age that we are currently in, and it helps us step out of the boxes of our old identity and into hopefully a new perspective and awareness. The number 11 shows up today with an explosion of insight. The past week has shifted the trajectories of many into something that was previously thought impossible. It shows what happens when we allow ourselves to walk the path of vulnerability and truth. We become something beyond our narrow confines of our beliefs, and we begin to see how the magic of the universe continues to weave itself through what once was and awaken us to what could be. This number of transcendence and consciousness is there to help us expand in new and unusual ways. This is the number that shows that time is irrelevant. It reminds us that we exist beyond this limited dimension and that love is the glue that allows us to move through times and spaces. The past is a mirror. The future has already happened. We leap between domains easily when the mind is released, and we follow the currents of sound and light. Today, thank the spirits that have given those moments of synchronicity and memorable magic, and remember that you are both of those walking and breathing in the world right now. The astrology for today. The moon moves into Gemini early on, and we feel the doorways of the full moon on Sunday continuing to open those doors that were once closed up to the communication areas of our past. The connection that has happened is one for the history books if we allow the vulnerability to learn to expand in such a way that our openness opens others to a new level of clarity. The ruling planet of Gemini is Mercury, and Mercury is sesquiquadrate to Saturn and Uranus. Know that there are minor shifts that will require our full attention. Watch out for others that might be struggling to fully be present in this rapidly changing world that can make mishaps and accidents more possible. So watch out for others and don't assume that they see you on the road, and pay attention to those that are not paying attention. Expect to get delayed, so start perhaps a bit early. Don't rush, and know that all things work in perfect time if we allow them. Don't get upset if things do not go according to schedule. Many will feel on the edge, and that internalized negative thinking will not be helpful. Notice if one's voice seems critical or condescending. This may point out the flaws in our thinking or beliefs, though this may make it easier to understand the mechanisms that have allowed those beliefs to manifest. Venus will quincux to Uranus, and the needs for attention with others is strong. While we also want to free ourselves from the past traps of our mind, this may seem a contradiction, but it will make a lot of sense later on. Just hold those two feelings in each hand and allow the universe to show you how to balance that obvious duality. There is a lot of energy shifting, and the filaments internally will be rewiring around previous blocks. That is a good thing, but it is going to be a bit challenging overall. Help comes from those that love us, and as we approach the future with a mature and conscious way, the Venus and Saturn trine will encourage us to stay open and see that stability comes when we allow our heart to be supportive and constant. Work takes on a lighter air, and the duties of our reality do not seem as heavy. We embrace the twists and turns in our lives and now smile instead of contract. Our life is a unique blend of what we were required to learn, sometimes with others and sometimes alone. Appreciate your own journey and let it put a smile on your face today. Thanks, everyone.